Now, when it comes to setting a reserve, when does that typically happen?
Yeah, it's interesting. From agency to agent to agent, it really does change. We find that if you do have a Saturday on-site auction, we like to try and have our agents set the reserve by Thursday.
Okay.
Now that gives the agent time to go into damage control if it's not where they want it to be. It also enables them to disclose not necessarily the reserve, but disclose the vendor's intentions on auction day to your purchasers.
Right.
And if it does come back with a great reserve, it is a chance for the agents to sit down and say, hey, look, potentially you thought you were out of the race at a certain level. I've seen the reserve price and I can assure you not, and it's certainly worth your time coming along on the day. So we think giving yourself 1 to 2 days as opposed to receiving it on auction day is probably a little safer. If you can get it a week in advance, then that's even better as well. But setting the reserve really should be a pretty straightforward process. It's pretty important that the vendors do look into not only their comparable sales, but most importantly, they're considering what the market feedback has been throughout the campaign. If you're not taking that into consideration, then you effectively could waste the last 4 weeks of your life.
Yeah, right, that's really great advice. Well, thank you so much, Jesse.
My pleasure.
I think there's been some fantastic information and I really appreciate you coming in.
That is okay, my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me.